Okay, look, guys, I don't want to put any extra pressure on you today, but the club is £1.1 million in debt. So, if you could go out there and win both games, it'd be a big step towards promotion and Europe as well. So, yeah, no exit on positive. That'll solve all our financial troubles. It has to, right? Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on the Impossible Dream. It is Season 2, Episode 5, I think we're in today. And we've got massive games, all massive games, because we've got Stjarnan, I don't know how you pronounce it, in the league. And that is a big game. If we can get the 3 points there, then top 3 finish is looking very good, and promotion perhaps as well. And then we've got the Cup Semi-Final. We are away at a neutral venue. I'm assuming it's a national stadium. And we are facing a team that has slipped my mind. HK, is it? Is it HK? Might even be HK. Anyway, we'll find out when we get there. I thought we'd start by having a quick look at the board vision. Now, we know that we are struggling to work within the budget, mainly because they just keep dropping the budget on me, but I think we're maybe right on the budget anyway. You can see that other than that, everybody's fairly pleased with how we're doing. We've got a B from the board. The supporters have given us a C+, which is a little bit harsh, to be honest. I thought we're doing a little bit better than that. But anyway, that is where we're at. Now, we do have some games to catch you up on since last episode. Not much has happened off the field, though, apart from that. We are currently in the transfer window, but obviously we're not signing anybody. We don't have any money to do that. So, the first game to catch you up on in the league was against Halka. Some good passing was finished by Saskafong to put us ahead. And Dongala crossed for Litzen to make it 2-0. Before Halka set up a nervous end to the game. So we were really quite dominant in this game, and then just at the end, I made some subs. We took off Magoma and Binaku just to give them a bit of a rest, and they scored almost instantly within a couple of minutes. And I really did start to worry, but in the end, we saw it out okay. 69% possession, 13 shots, though both teams had 13 shots to be fair. But anyway, good win, and away from home as well. That's never a bad thing. The other game to catch you up on was against HK. So nothing really happened in this one. It was a nervy game. Again, we dominated possession. We couldn't get a shot on target. They only got 3. Nobody had an XG of 1, and so it finished scoreless. So although it was at home, I was not completely unhappy with this. This is the reason, is that it means that with a game in hand, we are in the top 2. We are ahead of HK still on goal difference. And this Fjolnir team, that's who we're playing in the cup as well, the team that's currently second. So it's first versus second in the league. Well, as things stand now, of course, we've got the cup, the league game coming up first against Stjarnan. And, it's them and HK, they're playing each other in the cup, I just realized. So the top 4 teams in our division, as things stand right now, are the Cup Semi-Finals. So, obviously, this is the best division in Iceland, isn't it? All right, let's go and have a look at the team that we are sending out against Stjarnan. And we are expecting a 4-3-3 from them. And the team that we're sending out is as follows. It's Zivkovic in goal, Binaku, Adel Steinsen, Magoma and Shiba as the back 4. We've got Sayas, Maya and Litzen in midfield. Oscarson is coming in to play down that right-hand side. Magoma is going to be Endongala, sorry, is going to be playing it. Magoma would be a bit of a surprise out there, wouldn't it? He's going to be playing as an inverted winger on the left. Moha is just a little bit tired, needs a rest. Jonsson's going to get the game up front. Saskafong, not been completely convincing recently, so we'll give Jonsson the game. You can see we've got a few heavy match loads at the back. Unfortunately, we just don't really have the players to come in. Maya has served his suspension, but you can see these yellow cards are mounting up. And you just have this horrible feeling that we're going to have a game in the not-too-distant future with a lot of players suspended. And unfortunately, those suspensions can happen in the Cup. So it's going to happen, isn't it? We're going to have all these players suspended for the semi-final. I mean, we can see the team sheets there. They are a team that was, if you remember, right at the start of the season, they were 90-1 on to win the thing, and they haven't done it. They haven't really looked like being that much for the favourites for this season. We are away from home here, though. Let's just say go out there and play your natural game. And this is a big test if we're good enough to go up this year. So let's hope that we pass it. And let's hope we pass it without too many players picking up bookings here. We're almost certainly going to be missing at least one player. That's just sort of the odds, isn't it? But yeah, well, we'll see how we go. Recent form, it's still okay. It's, you know, a couple of draws in there, but, you know, we're just starting to get a couple of tight legs. We are a few players short on the squad just because we can't register everybody. From my understanding of reading the rules for what qualifies as a club-trained player, we need to have 8 of them, I think it is. And the guys that came through our youth intake last year should be eligible to come into that, or be registered as that for next season. So that will help. That'll help with numbers. Whether they're quite good enough, well, we'll find out when we get there, I suppose. But hopefully they will be. And again, we're dominating possession here. It's just maybe a bit of an incisive edge we're missing. Litson with a corner towards Magoma. It's bouncing around in there, and I think it's hit the crossbar, or was it offside in there somewhere? And we've got some defending to do now as well. Now, when we played these guys at home, we actually played really well, and we beat them, I want to say 3-1. It was relatively comfortable, given that they were 90-1 on to win the league. Sheba has made a mistake there, though, and it is hacked clear. Can Jonsson keep it in and send us on the break here? He keeps it in, and we just might have a chance. No, highlight comes to an end. We are having the more chances. We just need to find a way to put one of them away. Long ball forward. Magoma should be there. Adel Steinson it is that's there. It's there for Jonsson. Jonsson tries to bend one, and it's the roof of the net, but over the top, unfortunately. So we're doing well. We're doing everything right but score a goal here, aren't we? Can we do something here? We've got, what, a couple of minutes till half time. I've tried to move a couple of players on with obviously the issues with the budget. It's just Runarsson was the recent one. He was Grotta was interested in him. Here we go then. Dongala, he's got Jonsson with him. If he can find him, and Jonsson's onside, and Jonsson's 9th of the season gives us a lead late in the first half. And that could be a massive goal if we can manage to keep a clean sheet here now. Yeah, so Runarsson was, Grotta came in, I didn't want to look for a fee, just because he's on £600 a week, was just trying to move him on, and he rejected their contract, you know, and the clubs that were offering, top flight clubs, are saying they can't afford his wages. So that gives you an idea of how, you know, overpaid, I suppose, our players are. We're paying guys too much money. Okay, what do we want to say here? It's got to be a don't get complacent. One question too, if you are Icelandic or from the club, because we're having the debate on Discord about the finances, and because the reason we're going so far in debt is because we've got a free kick here. Can we find a second goal? Not with that, we can't. It's because the season sort of all takes place, with the exception of that League Cup thing, within sort of 3 months. So it's sort of 9 months of the year without any games, therefore without any income, but we're still paying the wages. How does Litson's played through? Litson, oh, he's missed a good chance to double our lead. So just out of curiosity, like in real life, do we know, do the players just make their wage through the season, and then it's, you know, they don't get paid through the off season? Are the numbers wrong? Like we were just sort of struggling to understand how we've got a corner to defend here. Can we get this away? We can. Magoma with a big, powerful head up. And ball comes back in. Sheba's there. Can we go on the break now with Maya? Biniku's got a booking, which means he is going to miss the semi-final, which is a bit of an issue because the young guy we have to back up is... Oh, there's the goal. And Dongala on the left-hand side gets a fourth. And a really nice counter-attacking goal there. So we'll leave Biniku on, but yeah, Haffossen or whatever his name is, whenever he comes on, we seem to concede goals. Good ball in from Maya, wasn't it? A cracking ball in. And Dongala, as the inverted winger, is there just to tap it in. So we don't have to worry about offside because it wasn't given. We'll give them some praise. And here we go now with Oskarsson getting forward. It is behind, is it? No. They managed to keep it in. Magoma is there. I'd love to see, I mean, obviously I can find a way to do it, but Magoma's heading, like the amount of headers that he wins, I mean, I don't know how you beat him in the air, and that's just over. Let's go back to positive. We don't need to be attacking them necessarily anymore. Let's take Litson off for, and that's just over as well, for our new Vietnamese friend, and give him some minutes here. And again, Magoma wins the header down to Oskarsson. Ball looking for Ndongala. He's through. Ndongala to wrap it up. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, would have been on his right foot too. As the inverted winger, that is almost the perfect chance. That's exactly what you want. And he couldn't finish it off for us. Hopefully, that's not going to come back to haunt us. Here we go now with Oskarsson. He's got Jonsson with him. Can Oskarsson whip a ball across? There it is. Oh, it's an own goal, I think. No, it's Jonsson with his second. Number 10 for the season. And, well, there we go. 3-0 away from home against the team that was the reddest of red-hot favourites to win this thing. And with a game in hand as well, that is just about top 3 secured, I would say, because this was the team in 4th. There was already a 4 or 5 point gap. Sayas has got himself booked, so he is going to miss the semi-final now as well, and that is a blow. And, well, I mean, that's a fantastic win. First things first, that is a really, really good win for us. We'll deal with the semi-final when we get there, but that was nice. So there we go, we can see the results. We no longer have a game in hand on those around us, but we are 2 points clear at the top. We are, 3 points clear of 3rd and 8 points clear of 4th. So the top 3 finish with 9 games to play is looking solid. And now we've got to worry about those that are going to be missing from the semi-final. But as I say, we'll deal with that when we get there, which will be right after this. Okay, welcome back. We have a cup final to try and reach here. Now, a little bit of sad news to come back to is Litson has announced his decision to retire. Now, I've asked him to reconsider that. I would very much like to keep him, but what I wouldn't like to keep is his £675 a week. So if he wants to reduce those demands, that would be great. He does have staff attributes, so I'd like to keep him as a coach. We do like it in the possible dream to try and keep our former players as coaches. But again, that's going to come down to what his wages are and how many coaches the board are going to let us have as well. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens on that front. But we'll try and get him back. If not immediately, then hopefully at some point down the line, if not. So let's go and have a look here at what we are doing. We have these other semi-finals been played. Sarjarjan on penalties got the result, so that is, well, it is what it is. We'll play who we face if we get there. And let's have a look here. We have got Fjolnir, who are currently, I think, second. I think we're pretty much first and second in the league. A 4-4-2 is what we expect to see from them. And this is the team, excuse me, that we're sending out. So it's Ivkovic in goal, Haf Paulsen, who is training on well. He's a good young Icelandic player, but when he has come off the bench, we've tended to concede goals, so I'm a little bit nervous about him being there. Adol Steinson, Magoma, and Shiba are the rest of the back four. Maya, Hai, the Vietnamese guy, and Litson make up the midfield for this one. And Dongala and Moa are the width. Jonsson is the striker. A reminder, suspended players are Binaku and Sayas. And on the bench, we have the backup goalkeeper, Antonsen, Helgetson, Pordatsen, who's one of the younger players. Now, of course, in the league, we can't play these guys. In the cup, we can. So he's here for a little bit of midfield depth, as is Turpisen, who is another one of the youth that have come through. And then we've got Oskarsson and Saskafong as potential more attacking options. Okay, so we can see the team sheet there. Don't recognise too many traumatous names, so hopefully that will continue. We've been getting a lot of praise. Let's go out there, put on a display. I can get on board with that. I think it is such a big opportunity to win the cup. A big stadium here as well. Of course, it looks like now we're in the darker shirt for this one, so I don't know if that's our fans or if that's Fjolnir fans. It's difficult to tell, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, well, we've just got to see how we go. Hopefully we can get a nice quick start to the game, and we don't have to worry about manager nerves, because I can tell you the manager has some nerves. I've looked at the prize money. There's a little good ball across, and Haf Paulsen, I think it was, had a good chance and just couldn't connect. And you've got to think Binaku is probably doing a lot better with that one. Moa picks up the corner. Cross ball there. Moa flicks on to Jonsson. I don't think he's onside. No, he's not. Was it close? He didn't look like he ever got... He went early. Yeah, he was a mile off. So we can't really complain about that one too much. But yeah, I mean, I was looking at prize money. I mean, even in the top flight, there's not much prize money about. So promotion and winning the cup are not going to solve any problems for us. but I mean, it's a step in the right direction, isn't it? Here we go. Can Sheba get a tackle in? No, he can't, as he dives in and gets beaten. Back to the edge of the area, and Half Pawson was on his heels there, not paying attention, and thankfully, that didn't cost us. Let's encourage them. Another corner. Where's Magoma? It's towards him. Magoma is there, and Magoma heads us into the lead. Only his 4th of the season, but he's a big boy when he gets forward. There's not much stopping him if the ball is towards him with any sort of quality, and Litzen, we know, has quality. And that is 1-0 in the Cup Semi-Final, and we've come straight back. Hopefully, we're not going to undo all our good work. Maya nods it down to Magoma. Adil Steinson to Magoma. Forward for Maya. And we're just playing around with it a little bit at the back here. There's the ball forward. It's flicked down there for Jonsson. Jonsson! Oh! He scored some good ones this season. And that would have been right up there with anything. We've got another corner. Are we going to go to Magoma again? We go beyond him, and it is headed away. And we've got a little bit of trouble here if they break quickly, but they don't. So we've had a nice share of possession. They've not really created too much other than the chance that they missed. But that is all fine. It's a case of don't get complacent out there. Half Pawson is really, really making me nervous. And the thing is, you know, this is a silly thing. It's not making me nervous because I don't think he's a good player. It's just because when we brought him off the bench, we've tended to concede a lot of goals. And and it's another one. Adel Steinson with his 2nd of the season. Different. If you remember, his 1st of the season was an absolute belter from long range. This, of course, not quite as aesthetically beautiful, but we'll take it. And that is 2-0 early in the second half. We don't have to attack them anymore. And are we about to book ourselves a place in this cup final against the team, let's not forget, we just beat 3-0 away from home. Ball forward. Oh, good header from Adel Steins. He's winning everything. High to Jonsson. Jonsson! Oh, he's in the mood. He wants another goal of the season contender. I should say 2 MVP, not MVPs, what's it called? Viewers Player of the Year nominations. It'll be not quite final call for those, but we're certainly getting towards the point where it will be final call. It may even be final call, but just let me know. Let me know who you think has been our best or your favourite player this season, and we'll get that list together. Thank you for those who have already nominated. And a reminder, you can nominate more than one player. When we come to vote, you'll only get one vote, but you can nominate as many as you want. So don't feel tied to any one player. And Zivkovic has had a bit of a brain freeze on that one. And thankfully, Axelsson is offside. And is he a mile off or is it close? Oh, it's close. It's very close. So that is a let-off. And we might just tell him to focus. We don't need any nervous ends to this one, please, boys. Oh, Moa and Half Pawson there have done well. But the ball's coming back. Litzen picks it up. Litzen's got Jonsson in front of him. Jonsson. Oh, we got Mora on the outside. It's fallen for high! And he can't keep his effort down. Well, that was almost game, set, match, wasn't it? But the time is ticking by. Time is ticking by. We are going to make the Icelandic Cup final. We are 1 minute. 1 minute? That'd be nice. We have one game. We are 90 minutes away from European football. And that is a very, very relieved feeling to win that one. So there we go. We turned dominance into victory. We've won at the semi-final. Magoma on form. Well, both the centre-backs, they got the job done for us there, didn't they? We've got a scouting there. That guy's no good. And, well, that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Have we got the date of the final yet? There it is there. So we will come back to face, well, Fjolnir again, just because, no, they're actually second in the league. So it's, in terms of actually winning the league, that's a very big game as well. And then it will be the cup final against Stjarnan. We've just beaten them 3-0 away from home. We'll go back to the same stadium, I'm assuming. The crowd was only 2,500. It's wasn't that much of an improvement on the crowd, was it? Anyway, so we'll go back for the cup final. Can we lift the trophy? Can we qualify for Europe? Of course, we're about a season away from actually playing in Europe because with the Summer League, let's not forget. But yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's hope so. Take care.